The White House would love to have international consensus over what to do vis-a-vis the problems in Syria. But as an official told me this morning, Sandra, there comes a point where you simply have to say it's insufficient to wait when you're dealing with a monster. The president dealing with the Bashar al-Assad regime there and his primary backers from Moscow. Let me take you to Twitter. You mentioned the president been very active on social media this morning saying this: Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Get ready, Russia, because they will be coming. Nice and new and smart. You shouldn't be partners with a gas-killing animal who kills his people and enjoys it. Now, that drew this response from the spokeswoman for the Russian Foreign Ministry. She said smart missiles must fly toward terrorists, not a legitimate government that has been fighting international terrorism in its territory for several years. Now, clearly, Sandra, you recall you were on the air then last April when the U.S. fired dozens of Tomahawk missiles into Syria, a direct response to the Assad government's slaughter of the Syrian people. Just yesterday in New York at the UN, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, implored the world body to act and to speak with one voice to stop Assad and the Russians. Now, for the White House perspective, officials here acknowledge that while the drumbeat of war may grow louder, the call to rein in the Assad regime is an important one.
The president's been clear. We're working with our partners and allies and our national security team to look at all options. And as we've said, all options are on the table, but I'm not going to get ahead of anything the president may or may not do.
Press Secretary Sarah Sanders. I want to add this very quickly. I just got this from my colleague Lucas Tomlinson over at the Pentagon, a U.S. military official telling him the department does not comment on potential future military actions. No surprise there, but clearly they know something has to be done to rein in the Assad regime.